Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Jenny, and I'm going to present my listening lesson plan on health, but in a different direction than Mark's, okay? So here's an introduction of my lesson plan. When we learn a language, there are 4 skills that we need for complete communication. When we learn our native language, we usually learn to listen first, then to speak, then to read, and finally to write. Okay, this picture shows that for spoken language, we input by listening and output by speaking. So in order to speak a language you wish to learn, you have to listen a lot in the language. And the benefits of listening. First, when listening, we're reviewing a lot of English usage, such as vocabulary, grammatical structures, intonation, accent, and our own interpretation. And another benefit is that we can learn new words and expressions by hearing them frequently. And also, we can imitate what we hear and apply it with great confidence. And listening can be a good hobby while we do other things, such as cooking, ironing, exercising, relaxing, etc. In other words, we have no wasted time at all. And finally, listening is also a great way to train our attention. Okay, here's my lesson plan. The objective is to allow students to be able to listen and comprehend articles and dialogues. And the age of my students will be undergraduate students. There will be 20 students with basic level. And the vocabulary level is around 800 to 1,000 words. And duration of a class will be 2 hours. And materials and equipment include computer, projector, 3 worksheets, and 1 evaluation quiz. The procedure of my lesson. First is the warm-up for 10 minutes. Then the activity 1 for 20 minutes. Vocabulary and activity 2 will take 30 minutes. Worksheet 1 takes 10 minutes. Worksheet 2 and 3 takes 25 minutes. Activity 3 takes 15 minutes. And finally, evaluation will take 10 minutes. And first is the warm-up. Students have to work in pairs and talk to their partner about health. They have to answer these questions. Have you been healthy all of this year? Do you catch colds easily? Is your body strong? And after they discuss about these questions, and 4th question, do you ever take days off sick? And after that, they have to figure out who is the healthiest person in the class. Okay, and I will introduce few ways to prevent catching a cold. Okay, for example, don't touch your nose and eyes. Gargle 3 times a day. Drink a glass of red wine every day, etc. Okay, and after that is the activity 1. Okay, students have to work in pairs and refer to the ideas I had just given them. And answer these questions. What do you do to avoid colds? Why do you think they could prevent colds? Which ones would you like to try? And then I would teach some vocabulary and phrases, such as catching colds, keeping warm, wrap, socks, viruses, old wives' tales, cold weather, influenza, blood vessels, and icy water. And I will introduce some of the old wives' tales to allow the students to have a better understanding of the term. For example, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, and count the seeds inside an apple to find out how many children you will have. So stuff like this. Okay, and in activity 2, they have to talk about these old wives' tales with their partners. And answer the questions. Do you think they're true? Are there similar tales in your country? And why do you think people believe these? Okay, and here's the first worksheet. It's the pre-listening activity. I would tell the students the headline of the article they're going to read, and which is "Keep Warm to Avoid Colds, Scientists." And they have to look at this headline and guess whether these sentences are true or false. So for example, A scientist said taking a sauna is the best way to prevent a cold. So by reading the headline, you would probably guess that this is probably false. Okay, and then followed by actual listening of the article. So they have to listen to the article and complete worksheet 2. So here's the link. So while they listen to the article, they have to complete a worksheet.
Keep warm to avoid colds. Scientists. For many years, people have said that catching a cold because of cold weather is an old wives' tale. Now, scientists have found that keeping warm really can help stop colds. Researchers from the Common Cold Centre at Britain's Cardiff University have discovered...
Okay, so in the second worksheet, while they listen to the article, they have to use the words in the box and fill in the blanks in the text. So there are 2 pages to this worksheet. Okay, in worksheet 3, they also have to complete this worksheet. They have to match the following synonyms from the article. So these are the words from the article, and they have to match. For example, A, catching. Catching is the same meaning as getting. Catching a cold and getting a cold. So they have to fill in the blanks. Okay, in activity 3 is the comprehension exercise. Okay, students have to listen to a conversation between a doctor and a man, and work in pairs and answer these questions. If they think it's too difficult, they can read the text underneath.
Good morning. Please have a seat here. What's the problem?
I have a terrible stomachache.
Do you have diarrhea?
Yes, I do.
Do you have any other symptoms?
Yes, I feel sick.
You mean you feel nauseous?
That's right, I feel like vomiting. And right now I feel...
Okay, so after listening, they have to answer the questions. Okay, what symptoms does the man have? And when did the man start feeling uncomfortable? And what illness might the man have? And what kind of diagnostic tests are needed? Number 5, what did the doctor give the man? Okay, so finally is the evaluation. Okay, students have to listen to an article and cross out the incorrect words in bold. So while they listen to this article, they have to cross out the wrong words.